Hello, I'm Darrell, Keenie, General Manager of the Dufferin County Museum and Archives and County Forest.
On the museum and archive side, our primary responsibilities are to manage and exhibit collections of artifacts and archival documents, to facilitate public access to these collections, and to conduct research, to present educational programs to groups of all ages, including adult learning opportunities, and implement an annual schedule of special events, to market and promote the museum's activities, as well as opportunities to rent our facility for a variety of occasions, and to be out in the community for meetings and events and balance these with our on-site activities. The primary responsibilities of the county forest operation are to ensure sustainable management of the county-owned forest properties, to manage a variety of recreational uses of these properties, and to inform and educate the public about what we do, including best management practices. What's changed for us over time? On the museum side, the collection of artifacts has grown significantly since we opened our doors in 1994, and the collection itself has diversified to include, for example, artifacts of national significance with a local tie. This includes the now world's largest collection of cornflower glassware, fine art collections, and the personal effects of Wilfrid Laurier. Our user and visitor base has also changed and evolved to include a focus on families, tourists traveling through the area, professional researchers, and a growing online audience for our automated databases and social media feeds. Staffing of the DCMA has also been recently downsized while making greater use of trained volunteers and interns. In the county forest, the demand for access for a variety of recreational uses has steadily increased over the years. Some of our recent accomplishments at the DCMA include the launch of a new format activities guide in 2015 to a very positive response, and the launch of an online research portal allowing public access to our collections and research from anywhere in the world. In 2015, we completed a successful inaugural year of the now award-winning Digital Historian Project, which sees students from local high schools take curriculum-based classes directly in the museum environment. This fall, the DCMA was also selected by Ontario Tourism as one of 10 getaways inspired by locals who know, and featured in a province-wide promotional campaign. On the forest end, 2015 marks the successful conclusion of the county's first forest management plan, which governed related activities for 20 years from 1995 to 2015. Also in 2015, we've initiated a high-level review of the forest operation, working directly with members of the public on the Forest Operation Review Committee. Through this process, work will soon begin on a new management plan for the Dufferin County Forest. Among our goals at the museum in 2016 is increasing visitor attendance by 5% through enhanced marketing of our busy schedule of events, exhibits, and programs. Our costs to do that will be kept within budget through an expanded use of partnerships and sponsorships where they make sense, and through more use of trained volunteers performing an increasing variety of duties. In 2016, the DCMA will also complete an update of our museum-related policies and practices to ensure our ongoing compliance with the Ontario government's standards for community museums. Major goals for the County Forest in 2016 include the completion of a high-level review of the overall operation, the drafting of a new management plan and recreational use policy, and determining the process by which the public will be able to provide input. The 2016 operating budget for the Museum and Archives is down slightly from 2015, owing to a reduction in facility-related costs to reflect actual costs incurred in 2015, and an overall decrease due to recent staff retirements and the implementation of the museum's previously approved restructuring plan. The 2016 operating budget also accommodates an increase in the cost of hosting our online searchable database, while achieving a reduction in the departmental budget overall. The 2016 capital budget for the DCMA is up by $14,500 as a result of aligning our budget structure with that of the county's facilities department. Previous to the proposed 2016 budget, facility-related costs relating to the museum were budgeted for in a lump sum. In the 2016 budget, capital costs have been broken out into a list of major building components to ensure that sufficient funds are available when replacement is required. Once again, the structure of the 2016 budget now matches that in place for other county facilities and is more closely in line with the county's asset management practices. The 2016 capital budget also accommodates a final budget allocation toward the purchase of a new microfilm reader for staff and public use in the archives. This $30,000 purchase has been budgeted for over 3 years from 2014 to 2016. The 2016 budget also presents a cost estimate to establish a permanent gallery for the museum's collection of Canadian cornflower glassware, our largest and most widely known collection. This legacy project is to be funded entirely through fundraising efforts and private donations at no expense to taxpayers.